Hey, it's Trucking with Lewis here. Thank you for clicking in here and tuning in. Today, I want to cover why I got my CDL, the steps that I took to get my CDL, and also, what happens when you go to the Swift Academy. So, I recently graduated from the academy, so I've got the fresh experience in my mind. So I wanted to share it with everybody. So, the first day you get to the Swift Academy, one of the first questions they'll ask you is, you know, um, why are you here? Why are you trying to get your CDL? My reason for being there was, done real estate for a while, and I was kind of burned out, and I kind of just want to do my own thing. I love traveling and driving, so why not? That was really my reasoning for getting my CDL license. Plus, I love sightseeing, and I've driven through Vegas and some of the beautiful states like Arizona and New Mexico, and all you see is just beautiful mountains and scenery in the background. So I can use more of that. But that was my reason for being at the academy. Number two, I want to give you a rundown of what happens at the academy from week one, week two, week three, and week four. So in week one, after we introduced ourselves and we talked about why we're there, right? Like I just mentioned to you guys, my reason for being there. Week one is really your CDLP prep, or your permit prep for your commercial driver's license permitting. The whole week you're going to be taking modules and really getting ready, getting all the knowledge and taking exams to prep you for taking your actual test on a Friday or Thursday and Friday. You'll be testing, and you can take those exams up to 3 times each. The exams that we take here in Texas, because I went to I live here in Texas. I'm out of Houston, but I went to the Corsicana Swift Academy. But the exams that you take are 4 here in Texas. I know everywhere else is different. You may take 3. Most of the other states take 3, because we had people from all the other states where we're doing remote Zoom calls, and they only have to take 3. But here in Texas, here are the following exams you're going to be taking in order, so you can get your permitting for your commercial driver's license. A. It's going to be number 1, the Texas rules. There's 20 questions, and you have to get 16 to pass. Number 2 is your general knowledge test. There's 50 questions. You got to get 40 to pass. And then the third test you got to take is combination test, and that's 20 questions. You got to get 16 correct to pass. And then the fourth test you got to take is the air brakes test. 25 questions, and you need 20 to pass. By the way, I name every single one of those exams in order, right? Those tests I just mentioned right now. You have to pass the first one to go into the next. You can take it up to 3 times each. But keep this in mind: if you don't pass the first exam after your third time, you never get to go to your second and so on exams. So you got to keep that in mind. So you got to definitely pay attention. Is the curriculum tough? Well, I mean, it's tough enough where you have to study, right? Yes, but you could wing it. It's just you don't want to take uh, failing the exam after your third time. If you do that, what happens if you fail your exam in at the Corsicana Academy is they're going to allow you to finish week two. If you and basically after week two, you're going to go home and get it on your own. So that way, everybody continues to the new classes and everything. And then once you're done with your own permitting at home, then you can come back and you start week three. But so that's what happens in week one. Everything's a prep to get your commercial driver's license permitting or permit. On week two, there's going to be more modules. You're going to be logging into a Zoom call every day, and there's going to be more modules. You're going to be testing out those modules. It's a good 50 to 65 different little uh, clips you're going to be watching, and it talks about everything from like brakes, air brakes, skidding, jackknifing, anything that can go wrong, good weather or bad weather. The good things also about the truck, and some of the bad things that happen, right? But you'll be taking exams, hazmat, all kinds of stuff, just to see, where you're at, and that way you can retain that information as well. Okay. And then so that's week two. It's honestly it's a little boring, but you just got to sit through it, right? I want to come back to on week one. If you already have your commercial driver's license permit, you still have to sit through with everybody else that doesn't have that in those classes. The only thing you don't have to worry about is having the pressure of actually taking the exam, because you don't have to take the exam. When everybody else is taking the exam, you're going to have a good 3 hour break that you can come back either later on, or they just tell you, hey, come back in 3 hours. But so that's the good thing about that. But you do have to sit through the class. You can't just skip to week two. I just wanted to know that. So after week two, after those modules, you're going to go to week three. In week three, what happens is um, you're going to start doing pre-trips and in-cab inspections, and also the driving. You're going to be doing your straight line backing maneuvers, your parallel parking maneuver, and your offset back maneuver, and then of course your the coupling and driving. So basically, your straight back is just what it sounds like. You're gonna be kind of driving the truck. You got to keep it in a straight line going forward and coming backwards. That's the main goal of that. Just to make sure that you're just rocking the steering wheel like that, and it's going to keep the truck, believe it or not, going steady straight to the front, and then you got to do it to the back, to the rear, right? And then once you get good with that, of course, you're gonna be practicing that. I would say a good 30 minutes every time you switch out with somebody. Then you get back on it, so you get plenty of time with that. The second thing will be the parallel park. You're going to parallel park just like you do it in a big on your vehicle. It'll just be on the big rig vehicle. It's going to take more practicing and obviously getting used to the truck being bigger than the actual vehicle. But you'll get that. They'll show you how to do that. And then of course your offset back. It's kind of a if you say you're going say the car's parked to your right and you're driving on the right side and you pass it. Well, you're gonna come back right, and then you're gonna go into the kind of like reverse into the parking lot. That's exactly how they kind of like reverse into that spot. That's exactly what the offset back is. You're going to reverse back into you know parking space, but more in a semi kind of setting, just a bigger, more maneuvering. And then, of course, the things you got to keep in mind, and your instructors will tell you this is, if you want to go to the left, you turn the wheel to the right, and if you want to go to the right, you turn the wheel to the left. Don't want to confuse you guys, but you guys will notice that once you got to go to school, and your instructors will tell you that. So basically, that's what you'll be doing on week three, practicing all those maneuvers. Week four is the exact same thing, except it's all the maneuvers you were just practicing in week three, and the testing. So you're going to do everything, you go more in depth. Your instructors at the school are going to test you, kind of to see where you're at. They're going to give you kind of a grade, daily grade, and then what's going to happen is they're going to basically by Tuesday, they're going to determine where you need help and where you need to focus on, because your exam is going to be that Saturday. Uh, so uh, so basically, you're going to finish week four doing what you did week three, and then Saturday after that Friday of week four, you will test out. You're going to do your road test. You're going to do your parallel back, and then your offset, and you're going to do your in cab and your pre-trip. The pre-trip is basically the things that you need to remember, all the components under the hood, under the truck, on the side of the truck, behind the tractor trailer, all the wheel components, the brakes, brake drums, uh, the length of the pad, what do you have to have for the tires, all that, and also you have to know the all the components for the trailer, under and the clearance lights, your marker lights, all those things, right? And so that is the pre-trip. And test day, come test day, they're going to have you pull four cards, and it's going to be A, B, or C. It's going to be just like this. It'll be A, B, C, and D. And say if you pull everything up to C, you're just going to be doing either A, B, or C, right? A component, a specific component, either the front of the truck, under the hood. You're going to do the tractor, outside, or you're going to be doing C is the actual tractor, the whole tractor, from one side to the next, all the way to the back and under where the tires are. But if you get D, you're going to do everything. A, B, and C. You can do the whole tractor and the trailer. So you got to be prepared for that. So yeah, you will be. Your instructors, by the time testing comes around, you'll be prepared for that. So just FYI on that. If you choose D, you got to do the whole thing. So we had a guy that chose D the week before I did, the week before I tested. So he knew everything. Really cool guy. For me, I chose C, and I just had to do the pre-trip for the trailer, and for me it was pretty easy. I think I finished within less than 3.5 minutes. After that, you got to do your coupling. You got to talk about the coupling procedures. The coupling procedures is basically the three lines that you have to unhook from the tractor to the trailer to the trailer to the tractor. You got to describe those. Tell them about the conditions of the hoses and all those things, and your instructors will get you prepared for that. And then let's see here. So that's that with that, and then let's see. Testings on Saturday, like I said, you got to be there at 6:45, and you got to get there by 6:45. You didn't get started till about 7:15, 7:30. But it was nothing to worry about or spaz about. I was a little worried when I got there. I was studying everything, and I was kind of confusing myself. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to close this book. I already know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm doing. And of course, I passed. So, I was overly prepared for the test. I just wanted you guys to know that. So, if you're going in there with a butterflies, it's natural to feel that way, but you're going to pass the test. Just do what you did the week before and the week before, because you had 2 weeks of practice. Don't second guess yourself. Just do it, and you guys will see that you guys will be successful with that. Have a good breakfast that morning. Drink some juice if you don't eat breakfast, or some coffee, and you guys will be fine with the test. And so that's in a nutshell what happens on week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4. And then after the testing on Saturday, you'll come back on Monday. Monday is hiring date. That's when you get hired. You get your graduation paperwork, your diploma, and you also get your fuel card, and you do your hiring paperwork. And then you're gonna get a week off in between. So after the 4 weeks, you come back the 5th week, which is Monday, to get hired, right? And then you go home after that Monday. I would say after 3-4 hours after your hiring paperwork, you go home. And during that week, you're supposed to be already having an appointment that you've done in week 1 to get your CDL license. That way you can upgrade from your permit to your CDL license. Everything's going to be in the system. When I went to the DMV, everything was already in the system. I took my permit and my own license, and they took those from me. They cut them in the corner and they gave them back to me. And of course, I got my new CDL license as well that day, the paper copy, and I just received my hard copy in the mail last night. So it came literally within a week, 7 days. I've gotten my hard copy already in hand. But other than that, guys, what's going to happen after that is after you go to your appointment, the following week, so you get the 5th week off, and then the 6th week is when you start either with your mentor on his truck, and you're going to be sharing truck for at least 4 weeks or 5 weeks, or until it feels like you're ready. It's usually 4 or 5 weeks, unless you go to Top Gun school. And Top Gun school, obviously, is going to be either in Corsicana, if you're here in Texas, or somewhere else in the country, if you're in another place in the country. And they're going to have you do maneuvers, backing maneuvers, all kinds of blind sides, and just basically to help you out. You're going to be a better person, I think, going out. But you choose what you want to do. But on Monday the 1st of next week, January 1st, I start Top Gun school. And the cool thing about Top Gun school is that your accommodations are going to be in the truck. You're going to sleep in the truck the whole week. even though you're not going to be moving the truck or nothing like that. Maybe that specific truck you're sleeping in, but it just simulates like you living on the truck already, and maybe you can cook your meals there as well, or if you microwave, whatever the case is, right? But you're gonna be sleeping in there, and it's gonna feel like like you're really a real trucker. Good thing about that is that they give you 2 weeks off the truck with your mentor or instructor. So that means instead of being there with him for 4 weeks, you'll be with him for another 2 weeks after the 1 week of Top Gun. So it was a good deal for me. So I decided to go ahead and do that. But other than that, guys, I don't want to make this video too long. In a nutshell, that's exactly what happened to me at Swift Academy. I really enjoyed it. 1 week went really fast. First week went really fast. Second week fast as well. Just a little boring. Third and fourth week went really fast. But so in a nutshell, 4 weeks went really fast, and I'd do it all over again if I could. I really had a great experience, great instructors, and you won't be disappointed. Uh, and just want you guys to know that, of course, I'm not being sponsored to do this from Swift. I just, it's my review of how I feel and how I felt going through the class. I had a ball. I met some good people, and hope to cross paths with every single one of you guys out on the road and or at our Lancaster terminal. But other than that, guys, if you guys got any questions on how to get your CDL, testing, anything, hit me down in the comments. And please use my driver code as a referral, 484 171. Okay, my name is Luis Gonzalez, and please use the referral code. I'll be, appreciative if you do that, please. And I look forward to hearing from you guys. You guys take care. Bye bye.